Level 1, Surveillance Detection Specialist. You walk and drive for hours, searching for the watchers. You are the human counterintelligence system, and if you miss an enemy, the field officer in your care could be arrested or worse. But now you've proven you can spot a tail. Congratulations, time for a promotion. I know your dream is to be director of the CIA, but from navigating through the jungle on top secret paramilitary missions to going full James Bond recruiting a foreign diplomat at a black tie casino, the ladder to the top is brutal, and you'll have to master every skill set to climb it. Now, for our second stop. Level 2. Disguise and Identity Architect. You are now responsible for building entire fake identities from scratch. You create the legend, the agent's complete fake life story, by planting fake digital histories, social media accounts, and bank records to make the identity seem real. You also design the physical disguises, from simple wigs to high-tech masks and fake fingerprints built to full security scanners. Your work has to be flawless, because if any part of your legend breaks, the spy using it is exposed. Great. Now that your disguises have worked perfectly for all the agents, it's time for you to get out into the field. Level 3. Technical Ops Officer. Your job is to physically break into secure locations like foreign embassies, rival offices, or a target's home. You are the expert who picks the unpickable lock, bypasses the advanced alarm system, and plants the hidden bug or camera. Your work is all about getting in, planting the tech, and getting out, leaving zero proof you were ever there. Since you've proven you can break into a physical room, it's time for a digital one. Level 4. Cyber Ops Officer. You're the agency's elite hacker. Your new job is to break into a target's entire digital life by bypassing firewalls and security systems, gaining full access to their computers and phones. You will secretly install implants, a special kind of hidden software that lets you read their private emails, listen to their calls, and track their every move. It's high-stakes espionage, and you do it all from a secure computer, often thousands of miles away from the target. The data's been collected, but how did you know whose data to go after? Your next promotion puts you in charge of actually identifying who the target is. Level 5. Targeting Officer. Now it's finally time for you to make some big decisions. Your job is to analyze all the information coming in and decide who the agency should go after. You'll sift through intel reports, financial records, and intercepted data to map out an entire enemy network. You'll tell the cyber ops officers exactly which server to hit or which person's phone to hack. However, after finding the target, you'll need to learn how to figure out how to approach the target. Level 6. Operational Psychologist. A high-value target, let's say a foreign general, has access to his country's top secrets. The Level 5 officers found him, but there's a problem. He can't be bought with money. He's a true patriot. The case officer is stuck. How do you get this man to betray his entire nation? That's where you come in. You are the agency's mind hunter. You look at the general's file and find one tiny detail. He's incredibly arrogant and was just passed over for a promotion he felt he deserved. You build the entire strategy for the case officer. Tell him his bosses were fools not to promote him, and that you're here to give him the power and respect he's really earned. You also look inward, screening the CIA's own recruits to see who is strong enough for the job and who might crack under pressure. Now it's time to get your hands dirty. But before you get those beautiful hands dirty, you'll need the right equipment. Unfortunately, you didn't have the resume to get promoted here. So you'll work with some genius the CIA brought in. Let's say a field officer is meeting a high-value source in a public park, but he needs to secretly record the conversation from 50 feet away. Or the team needs to plant a tracker on a target's car, but they only have 2 seconds to do it as it drives by. Maybe an agent needs to smuggle secret data out of a country, but they know they'll be strip searched at the border. Well, that's where this guy comes in. He's an engineer in the Office of Technical Service, the CIA's real-life invention lab. They're part Q from James Bond, part mad scientist. His job is to create the impossible gadgets that spies use in the field. He'll spend his days designing high-powered listening devices hidden inside fake rocks, building tiny cameras that look exactly like a shirt button, and engineering hollow coins that can pass any inspection while secretly carrying a hidden message. Agents will come to him with their most dangerous problems, and he will build the one-of-a-kind, custom-made tool that solves it. Okay, great. We've got our gadgets. Now it's time to hit the field. Level 8. Special Operations Group. You've been tapped for the Special Operations Group, the CIA's most elite and secret paramilitary force. This isn't the US military. This is the director's private army, used for missions that must remain in total darkness. You're the one they call when a problem cannot be solved with a fake ID, a secret bribe, or a psychological trick. Your job is to execute operations where failure or being discovered is not an option. You will be the one to fast rope from a blacked out, unmarked helicopter onto a rooftop to rescue a captured case officer from a foreign intelligence prison. You'll be the one to conduct a high-speed snatch and grab, kidnapping a high-value target from the streets of a hostile city, often in broad daylight. You'll be the one to swim for miles in a black dry suit, approaching a dark shore to plant explosives on an enemy's underwater fiber optic cables, cutting them off from the rest of the world. You are an expert in infiltration and exfiltration, the art of getting your team in and, more importantly, getting them out alive. But you're far more than a simple soldier. You're an expert in foreign weapons, unconventional warfare, demolitions, and halo jumps. Gnarly. You are trained to disappear, to blend in, and to strike with lethal precision. You operate without a uniform, without a flag, and without any official support. If you're caught, the US government will deny your existence. You are basically a ghost. You will rescue captured agents, snatch high-value targets, and gather vital intelligence from places no one else on Earth can go. You were such a stealthy operator that the chief has decided to promote you to arguably the most high-stakes position in the entire department. Level 9. Case Officer. You've spent time leading the paramilitary teams that kick down doors and snatch targets. But the agency has decided you're too valuable to only be a hammer. You've proven you can handle extreme risk, but now you're being promoted to learn a new, more subtle, and in many ways more dangerous art: espionage. You are now a case officer, the classic spy you see in movies. Your new mission is to find, recruit, and run human assets. That is, to convince people in other countries to betray their own governments and steal secrets for you. You'll use the data from the targeting officer to find a target, the profile from the psychologist to understand their weakness, and the gadgets from the technical team to communicate. Your entire life becomes a carefully crafted lie. Your job is to find the target's why, the reason they would commit treason. You and the psychologist will hunt for this together. Are they in massive debt? Do they hate their own government? Are they being blackmailed? Or do they just have a massive ego that you can stroke? Once you have your angle, you begin the long con. You will spend months, maybe even years, accidentally bumping into them, building a relationship from the ground up. You become their best friend, their confidant, their mentor, and their shoulder to cry on. You are playing a high-stakes psychological game, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to make the pitch. The single most dangerous conversation of your life, where you ask them to betray everything they know. If you succeed, the real work begins. You'll have to manage them, meeting in secret, using dead drops and covert signals to pass cash and receive stolen intel. You are now their handler, their paymaster, and their only lifeline. It's the most high-stakes personal job in the agency. You aren't just risking a gunfight. You're risking a lifetime in a foreign prison if your friend betrays you or you make one simple mistake. You're the best spy the CIA has ever had, running the most valuable assets. But your relentless ambition and success have given them no other choice but to promote you once again. You're finally leaving the field. It's time for you to work towards your ultimate dream, the final stop, CIA Director. But first, Level 10, Chief of Station. As Chief of Station, you are the governor of all CIA operations in one specific country. To the public, however, you're just another diplomat working at the US Embassy with a boring title like political advisor. Your new life is split in two. Your day job is attending official government parties and dinners, where you politely smile and shake hands with the host country's top generals, spies, and politicians. But your real job starts at night. You go back to the secure US Embassy, which houses the station, to run a secret war against those very same people. You are now the boss of every previous level we've talked about in this entire country. Every case officer, every tech specialist, and every paramilitary team on this turf reports directly to you. You are the one who gives the final go or no-go on every new recruitment, every black bag job, and every covert action that happens on your soil. You are the main link back to CIA headquarters in Langley, and you are the ultimate firewall. When an operation is a success and you steal a critical secret, you get all the credit. But if one of your officers gets caught or an operation goes bad and causes a political disaster, it's your name on the failure report. You are the one who has to explain what went wrong, and you are the one who takes the fall. Once again, you've crushed it. The best chief of station the CIA has ever seen. Now it's time to head back to CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. Level 11, Deputy Director for Operations. You've traded your fake diplomat cover for a secure, high-tech executive office on the 7th floor of CIA headquarters in Langley. This is the inner sanctum. You are now the Deputy Director for Operations, or DDO. This title makes you the single most powerful spy in the entire agency. Your days of running agents, dodging surveillance, and living under a fake name are over. Your new job is to command the entire active service. Every chief of station from every country in the world, from the major hubs in Europe and Asia to the remote outposts in war-torn regions, now answers directly to you. You are the one who orchestrates the grand global strategy of American espionage. You decide which threats are most important, which countries to target, and where to deploy the agency's most valuable assets: the case officers, the hackers, the tech specialists, and the paramilitary teams. You're not just running one country's secret war, you're managing all of them, all at the same time. You are the one who has to make the hardest calls, balancing the potential reward of a major secret against the lives of your officers and the massive political fallout if the mission is exposed. You are the one who allocates the secret budgets, greenlights the most sensitive and dangerous operations, and holds the ultimate responsibility. You are the one who must brief the director, explaining what went wrong, what went right, and what you're doing next. Now it's time for your final promotion. However, only one person can promote you to the final level: the President of the United States. Level 12. Director of the CIA. You've made it. You have outmaneuvered, outperformed, and outlasted every other person in the building, climbing from the street-level operative to the absolute top of the pyramid. The president has nominated you, and Congress has confirmed you. You are now the director of the Central Intelligence Agency. Your new job is to run the entire organization, not just the spies. The DDO now works for you. You are the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar global corporation that deals in secrets, technology, and political influence. Your focus is no longer on a single operation or country. Your job is to set the grand strategy for the entire agency. You are the one who manages the massive secret budget given to you by Congress. You alone set the risk tolerance, deciding what your spies are and are not allowed to do in the world to get the secrets America needs. You have only one boss, the President of the United States. You are the one who walks into the Oval Office, often daily, to deliver the president's daily brief. You are the one who must tell them what the biggest threats in the world are and what you are doing about it. You have reached the final level. You are officially the nation's top spy.